Good afternoon, everybody. One of the comments that we've had during the conference is about how punctual we've been. And last year, you remember we did the awards and we said if you weren't here, you weren't getting the prize if you won. So that's probably why everybody's rushing back in. I've got some nice jobs to do at the minute. So the first one I want to do is just draw your attention to a page that has been left on your desk. And it's the Conul Teaching and Learning Award. Things to remember about it is that it's open to Conul, and the closing date is the 10th of October. Now, you're not going to remember all of this, but if you go onto the Conul website and look for the Teaching and Learning section within it, it'll give you all the details. But there are copies of it on your tables, so don't forget about it. Conul Teaching and Learning Award. Okay. Second thing that I want to do is the nice bits. So lots of people have been working away in the background. We've had people doing blogs, we've had people doing posters, and this is when we get the opportunity to say well done to everybody. So I'm going to ask Kathryn Smith if she could come up, first of all, to present the blog post prizes. Thanks.
So good afternoon, colleagues. It's my absolute pleasure on behalf of the Conul ANLTC subgroup to announce the outcome of this year's ANLTC Library Assistant Award. We received 20 entries from across the Conul member institutions, and both the ANLTC committee and the judging panel were absolutely delighted with the uptake this year and the interest expressed by entrants. The judging panel was myself, Helen, Fallon from Maynooth and Sally Briggs, and we were really impressed by the standard and the quality of the entries, and also really surprised by the diversity of the topics chosen by the entrants. So it's my absolute delight to announce the prize winners. I'm hoping it comes up. So in first place was awarded to Sean Kathryn from University of Limerick for his blog post on the tradition and technology of the Glucksman Library, University of Limerick. Sean can't be with us today, so I'd like to invite Ciara McCaffrey up to accept his prize. In addition to his prize, Mahoney's Bookstore has also provided a gift voucher for our first prize winner. We have two awardees for second place. The first goes to Helen McGinley for her post on the Kelmscott Chaucer, and Helen is based in Trinity College Library, so I'd invite Jessie up to accept her gift cheque. Thank you. And the other second place prize winner is Bernie Gardner, and I'm delighted that Bernie is with us today. Bernie is based in Maynooth.
Thank you so much, Kathryn. Thank you. Thank you.
The title of Bernie's blog post was A Captive Audience. Joint third place then is awarded to Megan Corrigan from Queen's University Belfast, who is unfortunately not with us today, so I just asked Sally Briggs to come forward to collect her prize on her behalf. And her blog topic was Facing the Open Access Challenge, the experience of a university open access team. And then I'm delighted to say our other joint third place winner, Olive Moran from Maynooth University, is with us. So her blog post was on the voice of Bamba, Brian O'Higgins, 1882 to 1963. So in addition to our prize winners, I'm delighted to announce 5 of the entries were awarded highly commended by the judging panel, and that went to Helen O'Connor from Maynooth University for Summertime Something Different, Mary Robinson, Maynooth University, for creating the MU Library Treasures blog, Cara Toner, RCSI, ever wondered why students always go to the same study seat in the library, Bernice Walsh, NUI Galway, An Extraordinary Life, discovering the legacy of Professor Kevin Boyle on CamView, and Jessie Waters, RCSI, Transformational Collaboration, a reflection on the process of creating an academic poster. So I'd really appreciate a round of applause for our highly commended entries. The winning entries and the highly commended posts will shortly be put up on the LibFocus blog, most likely one per day, and as soon as that kicks in, we'll send an announcement out locally through the ANLTC reps. Thank you.
Thanks. Next one that we have is for the posters. So I'd just like to ask Siobhan if you could come forward because we're going to present the poster one now. Thanks.
Thanks very much. Myself and Kate Kelly judged the posters, and we really enjoyed doing that. They were great posters, and we did have difficulty assessing them all. But there were some very clear winners, and so I'd like to present the third prize first. We'll do it a bit like MasterChef or something. Claire Allen, Trinity College Dublin, for Towards a Formal Understanding of Users and Collaboration in the Archives. Claire here? Is she here? Can somebody accept on her behalf? Perhaps Jessie? Or, oh yeah. She is here, is she?
She's here, but
Yeah.
she's not in the room.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Second prize goes to Mary Cullen and Mary Robinson, Maynooth University, for From Freble to Maynooth, Merging Library Collections. And now we have a joint first prize for two excellent posters. UX in Maynooth University Library, Laura Connaughton, Maynooth University, and the Liam O'Leary Archive, Ireland's Film on Paper, Joanne Carroll, Irish Film Institute, National Library of Ireland. So could they come forward, please? Maybe do two together. Yeah. Choose the price of one.
Okay. This way for a second. Very good. Thanks. Now we have to end on a high, but before we have this one, just it's the last chance that we're our next break is the last chance where people have to go to the exhibitors. So can you remember to go fill out your quiz? You could win a prize, so go and check them all off and put them in the box. So what would something be if you didn't have a birthday party? So today we have a birthday party. We have the 21st birthday celebration for ANLTC, and Helen is going to talk to us about that.
Great. Well, I'm delighted to be here for this, and actually ANLTC has been 21 years in existence, and for 16 of those years I've been on the committee, and I feel every one of them at this point. And that's a joke. I'm really enjoying it still after all those years. And I'm the only person who was there in 2000. I joined the committee, and everybody else has changed in the meanwhile. So that gives me great, I can always say this is the way we've always done it, or, this doesn't work, and then people just have to take my word for it. So I'm delighted we're having this raffle, and it's for €100 check, actually, which Jessie has done there. So without further ado, I will pick a name from this, and I should say I'll be very positive and say you had to answer how many events has ANLTC organised. The answer was the middle one. Okay, it was 80 something, and 50% of people got it right, so I'm being positive there, right? Okay, and we'll have some sort of a drum beat maybe and roll of thunder now. And the winner is, and I'll have to put on my glasses, Amanda Halpin, Dublin City University. So come forward, Amanda. Great, thanks. Okay, so I think we're ready for our first session of the afternoon. So